This is the Roulette Master, and I cannot wait to share with you this incredible new roulette system from one of my subscribers, Alan. He calls this the Texas two-step, and it looks absolutely incredible. Today we're going to put his system up against Subscriber Hasn't Lost All Year, and I can't wait for both of these. Let's go ahead and get started with that one first, and here we go. Let's go ahead and place a $10 bet on second 12. Third 12 and 19 to 36. And let's go ahead and spend. This is a $30 total bet to start. All right, here we go. And that is a 2 black. Okay, and that's a loss. So you can see we're minus $30 after the first spin. We're going to rebet, double the bet to 60, and spin. All right, here we go again. Okay, that is a 31 black. Okay, that's a $40 win there. So you can see we're up $10, and we go back to the original $30 bet. So 10 is on each again, just like when we started. And here we go. That's a 22 black. Okay, that's a $20 win there. Now we're up $30. So we're just going to rebet and spin. And later in the video, I'm going to put a link to the original Subscriber Hasn't Lost All Year roulette system. And let's see how it does, though, for the rest of the 15 minutes. And that's a loss there. So we're going to go ahead and double the bet from 30 to 60. And go ahead and spin here. We're on second 12, third 12, and 19 to 36. That's a 23 red. That's a nice $40 win. So we're up 40, and we're going to go back to 30 now. And there's going to be some numbers that break even on this one. I'm going to share with you what those are coming up here. And that's a 28 black. And we'll take that. That's a $20 win. Now we're up $60. Let's just rebet and spin at base level here. And as soon as we hit one of those numbers that breaks even, I'll explain to you why. And that's a 17 black. There's one right there. So you can see the 13 through the 18 break even. And now let's talk about why that is okay. And we're up 60. Let's rebet and spin. Okay, so normally when you play systems that double the bets, you just have 18 numbers that can hurt you. And there's another break even there on the 13 that won't hurt us any. We're up 60. The great thing about this one is that those numbers cannot hurt you, and the only ones that can are the low numbers and the zero. So it's okay if those ones break even. They keep you from losing. And a lot of systems that double only half the numbers are good numbers. And there's a nice $20 win there, and we're up 80. But in this case, any number that doesn't hurt you is good. And we're up 80. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin. We're at $30 base level here. This is Subscriber Hasn't Lost All Year. And then coming up, we have the Texas two-step, which looks incredible. This is going to be a lot of fun today, and that is a loss. So we'll double the bet from 30 to 60. And here we go. Got a lot more to tell you about this one coming up, and that's a 34 red. That's a $40 win. So we're up $90 now. And we'll go back to 30 where we started and spin. We almost got $100 profit already with this one. And that's a 12 red. And that's a loss. So let's go ahead and double the bet from 30 to 60. You can see temporarily that drops us to $60 in profit. But that's okay. We're going to get a win here, I bet. Let's see what we get. That's a 21 red. That's a $40 win. So now you can see we're up $100. And we're going to drop back to 30 again and spin. And again, the only numbers that can really hurt us are those ones in the first 12 and the 0. There's some in the second 12 that break even, like that one right there. But that won't hurt us any, and we're up 100. And like I said before, most doubling strategies, half the numbers can hurt you. In this case, that's not the case because, and there's one of the ones that can hurt us right there, the 0. Let's go ahead and double the bet from 30 to 60. Well, let's go ahead and spin. In this case, there's only the 0 and the first 12 that can hurt us. And that's a 35 black. That's a win. Okay, that's a $40 win. We're up $110. So we drop back to 30. There we go. And let's spin. We're 4 minutes in out of 15 in the first part of this competition of Subscriber Hasn't Lost All Year and the Texas two-step. And that's a loss at 30. We're going to go to 60. All right, let's go ahead and spin. This is a $60 total bet. We doubled after we lost. and that is a 9 red. That is another loss. So let's go ahead and double again. We're going to go from 60 to 120. That drops us down to $20 profit temporarily, but that's okay because once we get a win, we'll be just fine. And that's a 23 red, and that's an $80 win. So you can see we're up $100 again. We reset. Now sometimes with this system, it sets you back a little bit when you win, and that's okay as long as you're still in really good profit. And that's a 36 red. That's another great win there. Okay, so that's a $20 win. We're up $120 now. And we're still at the base level of 10 on each and $30 total. Again, just the 0 and the low numbers can hurt you, and that's another win on the 29 black. And we're up 140 now. So let's rebet and spin again here. And we're 5.5 minutes in out of 15 with subscriber hasn't lost all year. That's a 31 black. That's a $20 win. We're up 160. Let's rebet and spin. And that's a 27 red. $20 win. We're up $180, and that is awesome. So we're at still at base level at $30. And again, later in the video, I'm going to put a link to the original subscriber hasn't lost all this year. And but right now we're going to double because we lost. We're going to go from 30 to 60. That dropped us down to 150 profit temporarily. And here we go. That's another loss on 6 black. Okay, so let's go ahead and double again. We're going to go from 60 to 120. That dropped us down to $90 profit temporarily. But let's get the win here. And that's a 14 red, and that is a break even. That won't hurt us any. All that's going to do is build us some comp credit, which is great. And now we're at $60 each, 120. I'm sorry, not at 60 each, 120 total out of the 3 bets, and that's a nice win on 35 black. That's an $80 win. We're up $170, and we go back to the original $30 bet, 10 on each, and let's spin. Almost 7 minutes in out of 15, and that's a 36 red. That's another win. That's fantastic. So we're up $190 now with subscriber hasn't lost all year. And let's spin again here. That is a 4 black, and that's a loss. So we're going to double. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We're up 160 now, and we have a $60 total bet, 20, 20, and 20. And that's another loss with a 3 red. So we're going to go ahead and double again. We're going to go from 60 to 120, and it dropped us down to $100 profit temporarily. Bankroll is going to be your friend with this one, especially when you have a bunch of losses in a row like we're having right now. You see we've had 3 losses in a row, which is going to skyrocket the bets to 240. But that's okay. We have the bankroll to do that, and now's about the best time of any to tell you what that is. That's a win on 23 red. It's a $160 win. So we're up 140, and this is going to be one of those times where we don't get back to session profit, but we restart anyway, and that's to protect our bankroll. And this is a $2,000 bankroll system, and it's okay if we have a little setback because we're going to get a bunch of wins with this one. And now all of a sudden we're back up 160. We're going to rebet and spin. So that's a safety mechanism. We reset even if we're not in session profit if we get the win, and that's an 18 red. And that's a break even. That won't hurt us any. We're up 160. And let's go ahead and spin. Sometimes you can get a lot of wins in a row with this one, and that can make up for any small setbacks you get when you don't get back to session profit. So let's go ahead and double after that loss. We're going to go from 30 to 60. That dropped us down to 130 profit temporarily. But that safety mechanism is very important. And there's another loss. We've had a lot of losses recently. In fact, if you look up there at the board, we've lost on, we're going to go to 120 here. We've lost on the 4, the 3, the 9, the 6, and the 1. So we're at 120 total now. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a high number. And that's another loss with an 8 black. So we're going up in the bets again. We're going to go from 120 to 240, but that's no problem with a $2,000 bankroll. So let's go ahead and do that and spin. And that's a win on 32 red. That's a $160 win. And you can see we're only at 110 profit, but guess what we do? we don't try to get it all back. We reset. So we go back to 30 and spend. And then we'll build it back up. We can go on a run just like when we go on a losing streak, we can go on a winning streak, and it's going to make up for that. So that's a break even. We'll just rebet and spend. This is 110, or we're up $110 right now. And I know we've had more than that in the past, but that's okay. We're still up and doing well. And that's a 16 red, and that's a break even. So won't hurt us any, just builds us comp credit, and we're up 110. Let's go ahead and spin again here. We're 10 minutes in out of 15. The subscriber hasn't lost all year, and that's a 9 red. That's a loss. So let's go ahead and double the bet from 30 to 60. And we're currently up $80 after that little setback there. And here we go. That's a 23 red. That's a win. Okay, it's a $40 win. We're up 120. So we go back to 30. All right, and spin. And let's see what we get here. That's a 25 red. That's a good one. We'll take it. That's a $20 win. We're up 140. Let's see how many wins we can get in a row here. It'd be great to get a string of high numbers, just like we got low numbers earlier. And that's a good one with a 19 red. That's a $20 win. We're up 160 now, just growing our profit here. And let's see what we get on this one. Okay, that's an 8 black. That's a loss, so we double the bet. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go from 30 to 60, double the bet, and spin. Let's see if we can get a high number here. It's not a high number. That's a 4 black, so we're going to double again. That's why we have a $2,000 bankroll. But just remember, just like any of these other systems, if you take the the starting bets from 10 to 1, you can have a $200 bankroll instead of a $2,000 bankroll. So keep that in mind. Anyone can play this. You can play this with dollar units. And a lot of automated machines only require and there's a win of $80 there. A lot of automated machines, and we're going to reset at 150, only require a $3 starting bet. So that could be your starting bet, 1, 1, and 1. And then you can have a $200 bankroll if you're playing automated roulette. And that's a 20. That's a $20 win. We're up 170. All right, let's rebet and spin. And we'll talk a little bit more about those break evens here. Okay, that's a 15 black, and that's another break even. Won't hurt us any, just builds comp credit. We're up 170. And let's go ahead and spin again here. So again, most systems that double, half the numbers can hurt you. In this one, that's not the case. That's a 21 red. The only ones that can hurt you are the low numbers, and the 1 through 12 and the 0. And we're up 190. We're going to stay at the base level of $30 and see how many wins we can get in a row here. That's a 33 black. That's a really good one. Okay, that's a $20 win. We're up $210 now, so we're getting on a little bit of a roll here. This system does cycle, so obviously for playing the casino, this would be a good time to cash out, but we're going to play for the full 15 minutes today. And that's the first part of this challenge. We're up $230 now with subscriber hasn't lost all year. And again, Texas two-step is coming up. That's a 27 red. That's a $20 win. So now we're up $250. We'll just rebet and spin here. Let's see if we can get another high number. Here we go. That's a 29 black. That's a nice $20 win. Now we're up $270, growing those profits, and let's spin again. Okay, that's a 25 red. That's a good one. We'll take it. That's a $20 win. We're up $290. And like I said before, just like we can get on losing streaks, we can get on winning streaks as well. And let's keep it going. That's another win on 28 black. Another $20 win. We're at $310. Let's go ahead and spin again here. Again, this is a $2,000 bankroll system for $10 units, a $200 bankroll system for dollar units. Anyone can play this. Just adjust it to what fits you best. And that's a break even. We're up $310, and let's spin. Here we go. All right. That's an 11 black. That's a loss, so we double the bet. Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll go from 30 to 60. We're still up $280. And let's go ahead and spin here. That's a 9 red. That's another loss, so we'll double the bet. Okay, so we'll go from 60 to 120. You can see we're up 220 now. And let's go ahead and spin here at 120 total bet. And that's another loss, 9 red. So here we go. You can see that drops us down to $100 profit temporarily. Let's double the bet to 240 here. And see if we can get a high number. Here we go. But that's a 10 black. So let's see what we get here. And we're minus 140. Again, this is a $2,000 bankroll, but it doesn't have to be because you can play this with dollar units and a $200 bankroll. Ooh, that's another loss on 4 black. So let's see how much we have left in the bankroll now. We're minus 620, and we have 960. We have enough to place one more bet, but we need to get the win here. We've had a bunch of losses in a row. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. What a horrible way to finish right at the 15-minute mark. And we didn't lose our bankroll, but that puts us down 1,580 after having such a great session there. But that's what you need to, that's why we test these out, so you can see the good and the bad with every system. And obviously that one could have come back if you had had a little higher bankroll, but with the $2,000 bankroll that we have, that's the last large bet that we could make. And look at that, that just shows you what can happen if you do go on a huge losing streak with any system, even if it's good. You can see that we lost on the 11, the 9, the 9, the 10, the 4, and the 2. That is a streak of 6 in a row of 112, and that can happen. And you saw it happen there. You also saw the really good side of this, and you could have cashed out. If you're playing in the casino, when things were going good. So always remember that. Get in and get out. If you get up and declare victory over the casino, that's awesome. So hope you enjoyed. Subscriber hasn't lost all year. And now we are going to get to the Texas two-step. I can't wait to share this one with you. Let's go ahead and jump right into it and get started. All right, the time is finally here for the Texas two-step by Alan. I cannot wait to share this with you. I think this looks incredible. Let's test it out and see how it does. So we're going to start with a dollar bet on the 1 street, 7 street, 13, 19, 25, and 31. And we're also going to bet bets on the red and odd. So that's an $8 starting bet. Let's go ahead and spin. I'm going to show you how he's been making money with this one. That's a 32 red, and that's a $6 win. So if we get a win and we're up $6, we just rebet and spin. We want to keep track of session profit with this one, and this is going to be a system that resets when you're close to session profit, and that's another win. That's an $8 win. We're up $14 now. Okay, let's rebet and spin again here. All right, here we go. That's a 16 red. That's a $6 loss. So when we lose with this system, what we're going to do is we're going to increase all these by 1 unit. So we're going to go from 8 to 16. This is not doubling. This is increasing by a unit. And that's a 34 red. That's a loss there, so we're going to increase by another unit. However, now we're down, so there's something else I want to share with you about the Texas two-step. So let's go ahead and increase all these by 1. So they're all going from 2 to 3. Okay, so they're all $3 now. Let's go ahead and spin. So what I want to share with you is that the reason this is called the Texas two-step, and that's another loss on 0, is that if you get down and you're below 0 profit, then that's when the two-step really kicks in. And we're going to increase all these by 1. But if we're at a negative dollar amount, which we are right now, you can see we're minus 28. If we get a win, we're going to increase as well. But once we get above 0 in profit, that's going to change. Okay, that's a $32 win. So now you can see we're back up again, but we're not in session profit. So we're going to rebet and spin.
No more bets.
Here we go. But now since we're up, we only increase if we have losses. That's a $24 win. So now we're up 28. That's close enough to session profit. We reset back to 8. But if we dropped below 0, we would be increasing on wins and losses. When we're above 0, we're going to increase on losses. So let's go ahead and spin. This is an $8 total bet. This is It looks like a fantastic roulette system. I can't wait to see how this does over the whole 15 minutes. This is the Texas two-step by Allen. And we're up $32 now. Let's rebet and spin. And we're using a $2,000 bankroll today, but I don't think you need it with this one. This would easily, you could easily play with a $1,000 bankroll. But we're keeping it fair with the other system today. We'll do a $2,000. But just remember, you should have no problem using a $1,000 bankroll with this one. Obviously, the more the merrier, but that is a 19 red there. That's an $8 win, and we're up $44 now. Let's go ahead and spin again here. We're 3 minutes in out of 15 with the Texas two-step, and that's at 3 red. And that's an $8 win. We're currently up $52. Let's go ahead and spin again here. We're still at base level. And that's a 6 black. Okay, that is a loss. So we're going to increase by a unit. So all those ones will go to 2. This is not a doubling strategy. It's going to go up a unit when you need to lose if you're in profit. And then if you're not in profit, you're going to go up 1 on wins and losses. So that's a loss there. Let's see where we're at. We're still in profit. So let's increase all those by 1 because we had a loss. If we had a win, we would not increase because we're in profit. There we go. 3 and 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 3 is 24. That's how we know the bets are right. There's $3 on each. And that's a 22 black. And that's a loss. So we're going to increase all those by 1 unit. Okay, here we go. Now these are all going to have $4 on them. And this is a $32 total bet. We'll keep an eye on our balance so that if we do drop below 0, we can change the progression to the Texas two-step. And that's a $16 win there. We're up 24, not in session profit, so we'll just stay right here at $32 total bet. That's a 9 red. That's a $32 win. We're up $56. We're going to reset back to 8. Here we go. I really like this one. I hope you guys do as well, but we're going to see how it does. We got about 9.5 minutes left. I can't wait to see it. That's why we test these, to see the good and the bad and everything else you need to know with these roulette systems. And we're going to increase these by 1. Okay, let's do that. We're going to go from 1 to 2. We're up 50, and let's spin. And that's a 13 black. Okay, and that's a $12 win. We're up 62. We'll just rebet and spin here. And we're in positive profit, so we're only increasing on losses right now. That's a 36 red, and that's a loss. So we'll increase again. Here we go. We'll go from 2 to 3. We fix that one there. There. Oh, there we go. $3 on each. Okay, we're up 50. Again, if we drop below 0, we'll increase on wins and losses, the Texas two-step. And that's a 3 red. That's a $24 win. We're up $74 now. So that's awesome. We can go ahead and reset now. Let's go back to 8. And Alan says, whenever you get close to session profit, reset, be smart, and protect your bankroll. Which again, I think that you could do this easily with $1,000, maybe even less, but I would go with that for now. Let's increase this from $1 to $2 on each, and let's spin, and let's see what we get here. That's a 27 red. That's a nice $16 win. We're up 82. That means we can reset back to 8. That's close enough to session profit. And here we go. We're 7 minutes in out of 15 with the Texas two-step, and that's a 1 red. Okay, that's an $8 win. We're up 90. Let's rebet and spin. Oh my goodness, I saw that coming, but I didn't want to say anything. So that's a loss. Let's increase that by 1 unit from $1 to $2 on each. And let's go ahead and spin. That takes it from 8 to 16. And that's a 5 red. Okay, that's a loss. Let's increase. So they're going to go from 2 to 3. Here we go. And we're still up 74, so we're doing fine. And so right now we're increasing on losses, not wins. But if we drop below 0, we do the Texas two-step and increase on both. That's a loss there, so we're going to increase again. So we're going to go to $4 on each. Okay, so we're up 56. Let's go ahead and spend. This is at $32 total bet. 8 minutes in out of 15. And that's an 18 red. That's another loss. We're going to increase again. We've had a bunch of losses in a row. But it's good to see that in case it happens and how we're going to deal with that. So we're going to be at 5 each now. And $32. We're up. This is a $40 bet. So if we lose this one, we'll be below 0. And we'll be increasing on wins and losses. And we did lose. So guess what? All of a sudden now, well, actually, no, we're not. We're still at $2. So we're just going to rebet and spend. When we go below 0, we're going to increase on wins and losses. And that's a 16 red. Okay, so now we're below 0. Let's increase those. And now we're going to increase on wins and losses. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're at minus 28, $48 total bet. 9 minutes in out of 15, and that's a 4 black. Okay, that's a loss, so we're going to increase. Okay, and now you're getting to see the tough times and how to get through them. And I think this is a great system to get through tough times. And I'm going to show you why. This is a $56 total bet now. Now that we're below 0, we're going to increase on wins and losses until we get back up again. That's a $42 win. So we're minus 34. We're going to increase again because we're below 0. So we're going to go from 7 to 8. Here we go. And now we have a $64 total bet. This is a $1,000 bankroll system. But technically we're using $2,000 just because the other system did today. But that's a loss. That's a $48 loss, and we're at minus 82 now. So we're going to continue to increase on wins and losses now until we get above 0. And here we go. Now we're have 9 each on those, and here we go. That's a 26 black. Okay, that's a $36 win. That's a good start, but we're increasing on wins and losses now because we're below 0, so we're going to go to 10. That's an $80 total bet. Let's see if we can get another win here. That's a 13 black. All right, that's a $60 win. We're up $14 now. So we're not in session profit. We're not going to increase on wins right now because we're above 0. But we're not going to reset the bet either. So that's a 5 red. That's a loss, and now we're below 0 again. So now we increase on wins and losses again. So we're going to 11 on each. Here we go. Whoops, let me fix that. There we go. $88 total bet. I really like the way that this works. We've seen good times, bad times, and now we have about 4 minutes left. Let's see how we do here with these losses and how we're going to recover. So we're going to go up 1. So we're going to 12 now on each. You can see we're minus 92, $96 total bet. And let's get some wins. That's a 20 black. Okay, that's a $48 win, but we're increasing on wins and losses now because we're below 0. So here we go. And now we're at 13. 104 total bet. Let's get another win. That's a 23 red. That's another loss though, so we're going to increase. We're increasing on wins and losses now until we get above 0. Here we go. Now we're at 14 each, 112 total. And here we go again. That's a 22 black. Ooh, man, we're not having the best luck right now. We're at minus 208. Let's keep increasing. Now we're at 15 each. Let's go ahead and do that. The problem is we haven't even got any wins to increase after a win. So that's not helping us much yet. And that's a 36 red. Oh, my goodness. We just keep losing. That's a $90 loss. We're minus 298. But I still really like the way that this works. So I think we're just getting really bad spins right now. And I think that if we wait and use our bankroll to our advantage, this will turn around. That's a 5 red. Oh my goodness, another loss. We just keep losing. That's a bunch of losses in a row, but that can happen. We're at 17 each now. Again, this is a $2,000 bankroll, and just like the first system, and we're at 136 total, but we need to start getting some wins. Like I said, you probably could do this with 1,000, but we'll find out. This is a 2,000 just to keep it even with the first one, but that's a nice $136 win there. We're going to increase on wins and losses because we're below 0. So let's do that. We finally got a win. So it's the first time we've been able to increase after a win because we just keep getting all losses. Don't hit 0. And that's a 15 black. All right, that's a $108 win. We're minus 118. Again, since we're below 0, we're going to keep increasing on wins and losses. And that helps us recover. So here we go. Now we're at 152 total bet. We got about 2 minutes left. And that's a 7 red. All right, that's a $152 win. Now we're up again. So guess what that means? We're not in session profit. We do not increase after wins now, but we keep the bet the same. Oh my goodness, we hit a 0. That's horrible. Okay, we're at minus 118. It happens though. So we're gonna go up to 20. And if you're playing, you could have reset there, even though we weren't quite in session profit. But we're going with the session profit right now today. And let's go ahead and spin. And that's a 3 red. Okay, that's a $160 win. We're back in profit. So guess what that means? We're not going to increase because we're above 0. Now we're going to stay there where we're at until we're in session profit or near, and that's an 8 black. Okay, that's an $80 win. Now we're in session profit again, and that's awesome. We're up $122. So we go back to the original $8 bet. And I love this progression, how it goes up on both if you're below 0, and it goes up if you're above 0, it just goes up on losses. And that was a nice comeback. I love seeing systems that can come back after you get a million losses in a row like we did. And we're up 122, and actually time just expired. So so we made $122 profit in 15 minutes with this amazing system by Alan. That was a great comeback. This is the Texas two-step. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments as usual, and really help each other out and test these systems. And boy, it's a lot of fun. I sure enjoy it. I hope you guys are enjoying seeing new systems every day as well. And it's all because of you, because you guys are sending these in each and every day, and I absolutely love it. So please leave your feedback and let me and whoever made these systems know what you think. Also, everybody else in the community. This is a fantastic community of people that love roulette. And again, if you're enjoying the channel, please like, share, and subscribe the videos. And let's keep growing this great community of people that love roulette. And I just love the daily search for the best roulette system possible, and hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Remember to send those roulette systems to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you, and this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.
Grant and Linda down on their luck in a smoky back room, felt like they were stuck. They heard about a man with a gambling plan, the roulette master who'd lend a steady hand. Said spin the wheel and watch where it lands. There's a